Sam, how good is Julian Alvarez?
He's good. I haven't seen loads of him at Manchester City, obviously, because he's not had loads of playing time. So getting acquainted with him a bit more in the World Cup. But like you say, it's not just how good he is. He's just such a nuisance as well. I think it was possibly before the third goal where Croatia sort of played out, and he came in and he just sort of tracking back and fouled Modric. And the commentators here in Spain really loved that. I think Modric had beaten two players and done a really nice thing, but it was the Alvarez sort of tactical, cynical foul that drew the main plaudits from the Spanish commentators. But yeah. He looks really good, and like you say, he's at Manchester City where he's not getting perhaps loads of playing time or as much playing time as he should. He's also a player who Barcelona looked at a lot, and perhaps they might be thinking, I mean, Robert Lewandowski's doing really well, but he costs a lot more, and he's 34. Perhaps they'll be thinking maybe they should have just taken the chance on Alvarez at a much lower price and much lower salary, I'd imagine, and sort of go with that. But they've done what they've done now, and Alvarez is at Manchester City. But there's certainly that way of thinking among some people at Barcelona.
Lewandowski shouldn't worry because, as we've seen today, 35 is the new 21. There is a lot to look forward to if you are approaching your mid-30s, let me tell you. Well, if you're Lionel Messi, that is, or if you're an Argentina fan. So Argentina through to the final, 3-0 win over Croatia. But when we talk about Croatia, we have to talk about Luka Modric. What a legend. He has been for his national side, for Real Madrid, for everything that he brings. You know what? When I was working for Real Madrid television, I did his first interview as a Real Madrid player, his first official interview anyway. I'm sure there was someone who stuck a mic in his face when he got off a plane or something. And to even sit down that day, and even just a few months later, him to be voted the worst signing of the season by Marca, which is hilarious now, obviously, in hindsight. It still did not hit me or anyone, I'm sure. We knew the talent that was there, but that he would go on to do what he did. Yeah. For club and country. I mean, this is by all means a football legend, Sam. This is not just a legend at Croatia, a legend at Real Madrid. This is one of football's greats that we've seen in action, and probably for the last time in a World Cup game.
Yeah, Modric is a lovely player. I think if anyone who likes football likes Modric, he's one of those players that transcends rivalries. You see, obviously he's an icon at Tottenham and Real Madrid, but you also see, fans of Arsenal or Barcelona or other clubs who would be rivals with them who just sort of take their hats off to him. And, he's sort of had a fantastic World Cup. And like you say, at 37, it's incredible how he's still, he went the distance against Brazil in the quarterfinal. I'm sure he would have gone on for more today if they weren't losing 3-0. And even today you saw in little bits, him and Kovacic, I thought showed, nice little moments perhaps before the goal, but ultimately, obviously, Croatia fell apart. The first two goals really sort of poor defending through the middle.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.